This is the 18 WJTS News. In tonight's news, Jasper Mayor Terry Seitz resigns to take a position with U.S. Senator-elect Mike Braun. Honeyburg City Council hears an update on its stormwater system. A Forest Park freshman named the 2018 4-H Junior Leader of the Year. In sports, Kurt Guxel has a preview of high school basketball for this weekend. And on WJTS Informed tonight, Carla Striegel, winner of the DuBois County Solid Waste District, talks about their Christmas light recycling program. All this and more coming up next on 18 WJTS News. Thank you for tuning in. I'm Bill Potter with the WJTS News. Jasper Mayor Terry Seitz has announced his plans to step down as mayor of the city after the end of the year. Seitz will be leaving office after accepting a staff position with the Indiana U.S. Senator-elect Mike Braun. Seitz, in an open letter to the public, stated that after a monumental 2018, he has considered taking a different approach to public service and accepted the job with Braun and will be resigning as the mayor of Jasper, which will take effect January 1st of 2019. Elected officials, department leaders, and his colleagues at Jasper City Hall were notified earlier today. Shortly after the 2018 election season, Seitz says he came in contact with Mike Braun about the opportunity, which he says came as a big surprise.
Shortly after the election had finalized, I received a contact from Mike, and I thought, holy cow, we have a new senator, and he's from Jasper, and he's reached out, and that automatically I had to consider it.
What staff position duties Seitz will be taking on is still to be defined in detail. Seitz says he will not be leaving Indiana, but he will be stationed within the state to represent Senator-elect Braun.
Certainly my role is to represent Mike, and that will be to what I call people who I already have connections with and those who I want to grow, state and local officials, regional people, organizations, again, to be able to share Mike's message and maybe, things that he's going to be voting upon and why, to listen and to make sure and be there and whatever capacity that Mike chooses.
Seitz says a very talented city staff has been engaged in every step of projects that are underway and planned in the city. He says this will not change and that they will continue to build upon the collaboration they have established in the region as a leading Indiana city and a city of leaders. He says the future is in good hands. Braun says Seitz has done a phenomenal job as the mayor of Jasper. Braun pointed out that while under his leadership, Jasper was recently named the Indiana Chamber of Commerce Community of the Year, and says Seitz' skills as a leader and a passion for serving Hoosiers make him a tremendous asset and is proud to have him joining their team. Jasper's next mayor will be selected by a caucus of Republican Precinct Committee members to be convened by DuBois County Republican Chairman Mark Messmer. Seitz in his letter says he and his wife Dina offer their deepest gratitude for all the kindness and trust bestowed upon them over the years. Likewise, Seitz says they are grateful for the opportunity to assist Senator-elect Braun as he begins his new journey. Tuesday night, the Honeyburg City Council was provided an update on the ongoing study being conducted in regards to the city's stormwater system. Eric Parsley of Commonwealth Engineers told the council that 70 people attended a public meeting in September and left 43 comments about problem areas in the city. Parsley says many of the issues were either on the north or the south side of the city, though he says some were identified in the center of the community. He says Commonwealth received about 10 emails from people after the meeting citing problem spots. All of those are being compiled and put on a map to show the city's problem areas. Commonwealth has also calculated the average amount of areas of a residential property that are covered by materials such as concrete, brick, and stone to be 3,100 square feet. That calculation will be used in the future to calculate the proposed amount of contribution residential and non-residential properties should contribute to a stormwater utility if the city decides to create such a utility. Parsley says the study on the problem areas and the recommendations for addressing them will be conducted by the end of January. Also, Tuesday night, the Honeyburg City Council elected to move their meeting times to 5:30 p.m. on their regular meeting days, which is the second and fourth Tuesday each month. Their next gathering, set for Wednesday, December 26th, will also be held at 5:30 p.m. The council hopes the earlier time will encourage more community members to attend the meetings. And while on the subject of Honeyburg, the deadline is drawing near as grant requests for the Honeyburg Assistance Fund, a collection of community gifts that are distributed to nonprofit charities helping the less fortunate, are currently being accepted. The fund has been in place for over 20 years and provides charities with a grant to provide need-based services to the less fortunate during the holidays and New Year. Potential services include meals for the hungry, aid to homebound seniors, utility payments, food, clothing, school supplies, and physician visits for school children, and other basic needs. To qualify, a local nonprofit charitable organization must provide support or services to the less fortunate in the city of Honeyburg. Grant requests must be a minimum of $500 and a maximum of $2,500. Individuals are not eligible to receive direct support. Those who qualify for assistance are encouraged to visit local agencies to learn of available social service agencies in the area. Requests for funding shall be limited in scope to direct services that benefit the less fortunate, meet basic needs. In order to receive funding, local nonprofits should submit a one-page letter on organization letterhead and include the following information. One paragraph describing the mission or purpose of the organization, the amount being requested, plans to utilize the funds, and an EIN or tax ID number. Grant requests should be postmarked by no later than Friday, December 14th to Honeyburg Assistance Fund, care of Honeyburg City Hall, 508 East 4th Street, Honeyburg, Indiana, 47542. If you would like to make a donation to the Honeyburg Assistance Fund, please send payment to the DuBois County Community Foundation, P.O. Box 269, Jasper, Indiana, or make a donation online at dccommunityfoundation.org. For more information, please contact the DuBois County Community Foundation at 812-482-5295, 482-5295, or the City of Honeyburg Community Development Director Rachel Steckler at 812-683-2211, 683-2211, or by email at rsteckler@honeyburg-in.gov. State Representative Shane Lindauer of Jasper was recently appointed to serve as Vice Chair of the House Public Health Committee. Lindauer also is selected to serve on the House Family, Children, and Human Affairs Committee and was reappointed to the House Roads and Transportation Committee and the House Natural Resources Committee. Lindauer says the Public Health Committee will look at legislation addressing Indiana's statewide public health concerns like the treatment of opioid addiction. He says serving on a variety of committees will give him the opportunity to work closely on many proposed laws affecting the community and state. Standing committee assignments are made biennially after each election. On Thursday, January 3rd, House lawmakers will convene at 1:30 p.m. in the House chamber for the first day of the 2019 legislative session. Standing committee hearings, which typically occur at the State House in Indianapolis, can be viewed live online at iga.in.gov. This site also provides committee calendars and meeting agendas. Lindauer represents House District 63, which includes portions of Davies, DuBois, Pike, and Martin counties. A freshman at Forest Park Junior-Senior High School has been selected as the 2018 4-H Leader of the Year. Dylan Wire currently serves as a member of the Junior Leader Advisory Board. As an advisory board member, he attends 4-H council meetings and helps to communicate between junior leaders and the council. He also assists with setup at events put on by the 4-H Council. He spent 21 hours helping with the setup at 4-H Fair events in July. In addition, Dylan brings a lot of technical expertise to the program. He is usually called upon to operate the fairground's new electronic sign by the highway. He also gets camera footage of different events using his drone. He shares the pictures and footage with the 4-H Council and Extension Office. to use for promotional purposes. The Junior Leader of the Year award was first introduced in 2017. It was given to junior leaders to reward members for their hard work and achievements. The Junior Leader of the Year award is presented to the member with the most collected points over the course of the year. The points are based on both service to the 4-H program as well as service to the community. If you are interested in joining Dylan as a teen leader in the community, contact the Purdue Extension office at 812-482-1782, 812-482-1782 for more information. 4-H provides many amazing leadership opportunities as well as scholarships for high school age youth. The Pike County Jail is currently undergoing a planned security upgrade. Officials say during the upgrade, the inmate phone system will be offline and inmate visitation has been suspended. The Pike County Sheriff's Department says every effort is being made to complete the upgrade as quickly as possible and that the facility will be back to normal operation by the end of the week. Officials say this may also cause a delay in business conducted by the public at the Sheriff's Office in Pike County. The Davies Community Hospital Foundation Board of Directors recently approved a request for funding that would benefit student athletes and spectators at local sporting events. Scott Sell, Director of Athletic Training at the Core Center, gave a presentation to the Foundation Board outlining the need for and benefits of an automatic electronic defibrillation unit for each of the DCH athletic trainers to use on the field or on the court, that is, in a medical emergency. Sell says the donation of AEDs from the DCH Foundation will equip the athletic trainers with the necessary tools to provide emergency services on the sidelines and allow them to respond quickly to an emergency situation. At sporting events, the chances of injury or medical emergencies are heightened. Both the forces experienced by the athletes and the excitement of the fans are potentially dangerous. In these situations, it is even more important to have on hand both life-saving equipment like an AED and personnel knowledgeable in AEDs and CPR. It may never be needed, hopefully, but it may just save a life. Now stay tuned. Weather and sports are still to come on 18 WJTS News.